started, if you're watching me for the first time, click the subscribe button of Ramya Harishankar so that whenever I'm uploading a new video, you will get a notification of that. Hey guys, I'm Ramya Harishankar. Today I'm going to show you caramel upside down cake. Preheat the oven at 180 degrees Celsius. I have a saucepan with some unsalted butter. To that I'm going to add some brown sugar, tightly packed brown sugar. So mix it with a spatula. The butter and sugar has to melt. So while this is happening, I'm going to line a cake pan with some parchment paper. First we need to grease it with oil, and I have lined it with the parchment paper. Now wait for the sugar melt. I'm adding little bit of water to it so that it will help the sugar to melt faster. We need a caramel syrup out of it. Don't make it too thick or in a runny consistency. You can see the consistency of the sauce. Once we turn off the heat and let it cool a little bit, I'm going to transfer this to the cake tin which I have lined with the parchment paper. Also I have some thinly sliced apples. I'm adding some sliced apple one over the other. You can see how I'm doing it. So once we arrange all the sliced apple, we are going to start making our cake batter. So arranging the apples will take a little time. So cover the syrup with the apples. Keep it aside and we will start making our batter for the cake. I have some all-purpose flour, cinnamon powder, baking powder. Mix this well with a whisk. Now you can have a spoon or a spatula. Adding some nutmeg to it. It will give a nice flavor to our cake. So our dry ingredients are ready. Now we will keep it aside. Butter on the bowl. Beat it well until it becomes smooth and fluffy. Now it's time to add the sugar. Don't forget to scrape the bottom. Beat it well until it becomes smooth and fluffy. Now we will add the egg. Beat it well. Again it has to become light and fluffy. Now it's time to add our essence. I'm adding some vanilla essence to it. If you have some pure vanilla bean, you can use the vanilla bean, the seeds of the vanilla beans. Okay. Now I'm adding some lemon zest to it. It will give a nice flavor to the cake. Mix it well. Now we'll start adding our dry ingredients which we kept aside earlier. First I'm going to add one portion of the dry, mixing it well with the blender. I'm adding half of a milk right now. Again mixing it. If you don't have a blender, you can use a whisk or you can use a stand mixer. Just I'm doing it with the hand mixer right now. Adding the second portion of the dry ingredient. Always start with the dry and end with dry. Now I will add the second batch of our milk. I have added all the milk. Now we will add the final dry. So the mixing is done. Just use a spatula. Don't forget to scrape the bottom to mix it well. Now the batter is ready. I'm going to transfer this to the cake tin, which I have lined it with the apples. And below that I have some caramel syrup. Spread it well without disturbing the apples. Now tap the cake tin on the countertop to get rid of the air bubbles I'm going to bake this at 180 degrees Celsius for about 25 to 30 minutes. After that, I will show you. So the cake exactly baked for 30 minutes. I have taken it from the oven. It's been resting on the countertop for a while. It's still warm. Put a toothpick inside the center. It will come out clean. You will know the cake is done. I have transferred this to a plate and removed the parchment paper. You can see how it has come. My kitchen smells amazing. I'm going to get a slice. Okay. All the recipe with their quantities will be in my blog. I will put the link below. Try this one. It's very delicious. So take care guys. Bye.